Welcome to our Hatha yoga class. Yay. It is beautiful outside and nice and warm in here. We're probably going to get a little sweaty. Yay. Okay, so our quote that we're going to be working on that is setting our intention for our class, it is, your inbox will never be empty. Your body will never be perfect. Your striving will never end. Don't race life, embrace it, and enjoy the journey. So I thought that was really nice for our class, for enjoying the journey as we move through the process of yoga and how we feel from the beginning to the end, even when we began yoga to how we feel now. So maybe you started at the beginning of the year and then as you moved to the end of our session. So here we go. Starting at the top of our mat. So we're going to stand nice and tall here, ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Tailbone down towards the ground. Taking your hands down by the sides of your body. And when we stand nice and tall, feel from the inside out that energy from within. So we're using our breath, the Ujjayi breath. We inhale and we open up. We exhale. Give yourself soft. Let's our arms to this. We're going to inhale, draw our arms up overhead. And then exhale, lightweight, nice, coming down. So inhale, draw your arms up overhead. And then exhale, breath. Let your arms be soft. Bring your arms out to the side now with an inhale, drawing up. And the exhale, breath, drawing down. One more time with inhale, we draw up. And then exhale, breath. Draw down. Now with an inhale breath, open up your arms. And we take all the breath in. And then exhale, dive forward. Let yourself hang. So letting ourselves ragdoll here. Knees are bent. We let the head hang. Maybe you hold onto opposite elbows. Maybe you do a swap sides, a sway side to side. And now at the center, inhale, come up to halfway with our nice flat back. Take your elbows out to the side. You're going to open up to the back. Exhale, release, hold, draw your hips up. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold, hips up. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Draw your bottom up, head hangs. Inhale now, coming all the way up. Draw your arms up overhead, and we're taking in all oxygen. And then exhale, hands to your heart center. Standing tall. Now shift through the hips just a little bit here, and then back to feeling yourself rooted down in towards the ground. Tailbone down. Engage your bandha just below your navel, so you're drawing your navel in towards your spine. It's feeling that energy lock. Into Namaste a little bit quicker here, moving through. Inhale, arms overhead, and we dive forward with our exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands down to plank. Big step back, right foot, left foot. Jutting the body forward, come down to the knees, elbows hug your waist as you fold into the ground. Uncurl the toes. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale breath. Bend through the knees, look to the hands, and walk your feet to the top of the mat, ankles, knees, hips in line. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold, draw those hips up. Inhale, coming all the way up, draw your arms up overhead, and exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, we do it again, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga, jutting the body forward, bending lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, hold. Exhale. Inhale, open up. Exhale. Inhale, breath. Exhale, bend through the knees, look to the hands, and we walk again. Feet to the front. This time, big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time through with a nice big inhale. Take your arms overhead. And exhale, dive forward a little quicker. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, breath. Bend through the knees. Look to the hands, and we're going to walk. Feet to the front. And big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Arms again, overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Wonderful. Okay, Tadasana, so in our mountain pose, take your hands forward. Now we're going to work on that balance. So closing your eyes, I want you to stand nice and tall. Imagine the crown of your head being pulled up towards the sky. Feel your shoulders soften away from the ears. We open up our eyes. Namaskara B, we're moving into it. With an inhale, come to a squat. Exhale, coming up, and we're going to dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga, just like before. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg lifts. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, high lunge. Push your left heel back. So you're going to be so strong here. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, come up to a high lunge. Push your right heel back. Exhale, downward facing dog. And inhale, fold. Exhale, breath. Bend through the knees. Walk, step, or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale to squat. Exhale, coming all the way up, arms overhead, and then take your arms the opposite way. One more time. Inhale to squat. Exhale, come up and dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, high lunge. You can have your left heel come down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, high lunge. We'll come to warrior one here, Exhale, downward facing dog. And we're breathing. Exhale, breath, bend through the knees, walk, step, or jump your feet to the top of the mat. And here we have our inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to squat. And then exhale, breath coming up. Wrap your arms the opposite way and take your hands to your heart center. Wonderful, beautiful. It was a nice progression there. With an inhale breath, take your arms overhead. We're moving to crescent moon. Crescent moon. Wrap your thumbs and then come up and over with your exhale breath to the right. And we notice how long we are through the waist, our arms in line with our ears. With our inhale breath, come back to the center. The exhale breath, dive forward, let yourself hang. And we just let ourselves ragdoll. Let your head hang. Now we all make our way back up to halfway with an inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, coming to crescent moon. And we have our thumbs wrapping the opposite way. Exhale, breath to the left, we tip. Nice, again, long through our waist. Arms close to your ears. With the inhale breath, make your way back up. Exhale breath, we're gonna dive forward. And we let ourselves hang again. Just let yourself go. Maybe you want to do a little sway side to side. Okay, here we have an inhale breath, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale breath, coming all the way up, arms overhead. Now exhale, sitting into our squat, Utkatasana. Take your hands to your heart center. Inhale, hold. Exhale, we're gonna turn, twist your body towards the right. The left knee will want to jut forward. We're not going to let it, keeping those hips square, knees square. You can take your hand away. You can turn your head so your drishti is at your right thumb. With the exhale breath, come out of the twist. Now come out of the twist, let your arms hang, draw your bottom up, and again, that ragdoll. Let your head hang. And here we're moving into an inhale breath, coming up to halfway. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, back to our squat, Utkatasana, and sitting down. Inhale, hold, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, twist to the left. The right knee will want to jut forward. We're not going to let it square. You can take that left hand towards the sky, shooting the energy out through your fingers. With your exhale breath, come out of the twist. Let your arms release. Draw your hips up. Let your head hang, and we just let ourselves go here. Maybe that sway again. You can find stillness. Inhale breath, come up to halfway. Exhale, fold. Push your hips up. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. And the exhale breath, hands to heart center. Whew. Take your hands right onto those hips. Bend through the knees, and we're gonna do a step or jump out with your ankles, knees, and hips in line with each other. A little shift through our hips here. Okay, into a forward fold here. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, breath. Take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold, elbows coming up to the sides. Bend your knees enough to help get your chest close to your thighs. Let your head hang. Now, think about how your inhale breath is going to come up the back of your legs and the exhale breath coming down your back to your head. Inhale breath, release your toes, so step your hands forward. Exhale breath, come up to halfway. Inhale breath, coming all the way up. You're coming into a back bend. Lift up, elongate through your spine. That lift into the upper part of your back. And the exhale breath, release. Excuse me. Into our next forward fold. We sweep our arms up overhead with an inhale. And the exhale, dive forward. We're going to take the palms of the hands underneath the balls, the soles of our feet, your toes to your wrist crease. Okay, so you're going to feel how the balls of your feet are just nicely onto your palms. Just like before, with an inhale breath lengthen, exhale breath, soften, let your head hang, take your elbows out to the sides. Inhale breath, release, take your hands, step them away. Exhale breath, come up to halfway, put your hands up to the hips. Inhale, engage your butt, and we're going to come up and into our back bend. And the exhale breath, releasing, wonderful. Now just a little shift through our hips. Our next pose is going to be triangle pose. Trikonasana, bending through the knees, we step the right foot back, turn on the ball of the foot, and then heels may be lined up for the front heel with the back arch. Both legs straight or the front knee can remain bent. Inhale, sweep your arms up to shoulder height. Jump the body forward. Exhale, rotate towards the right. Now, coming down to where it is good for you with your hand, you could use a block. You can place your hand onto that block. You can turn your head, and then we have looking at our right thumb, Trishti, right thumb. Coming out of our triangle pose with a nice inhale breath, and we make our way back up. Exhale breath, windmill your right and then left arm down, foot between. Exhale, hold. Inhale, take your left hand onto the hip. Exhale, we twist towards left side. You may take your hand away. Drishti's at the left thumb. With your exhale breath, come out of the twist. Inhale, windmill your right and then left arm back up. Exhale, bend through the knees and step right to the left and a shift through the hips. We'll do all the same on the other side. So I'll just change here. You can stay at the top of your mat. Bending through the knees, step back with your left foot, turn on the ball of the foot. Okay, now seeing how you would like your legs to be with a nice inhale breath, lift your arms up, jump the body forward, and then exhale, twist your upper body towards the left. Now, remember, you can use your block. You can place your hand onto ankle. You can have the knee bent. You could be looking at your left thumb. Now, inhale breath, make your way back up, nice and strong. Beautiful. Exhale, windmill your left and then right hand down towards the ground. Exhale, place your hand onto the hip, then twist your body towards the right. You can take that hand away. Exhale breath, come out of the twist. Inhale breath, windmill your left and then right arm back up. And exhale, bend through the knees and step to the top. And a nice shift through the hips again. Okay. Into our 3 poses. We'll do one after the other. It's warrior B, extended side angle, and exalted warrior. So again, at the top of our mat, moving through our right side first. Bending through the knees, and we step the left foot back, turning on the ball of the foot. Warrior B, inhale, left knee pointing straight ahead, arms come overhead to your shoulders, I should say, and exhale. Let the shoulders soften, come into your lunge. Inhale to extended side angle, right arm. Exhale, hold. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, hold. Opening up our fingers, shooting the energy out through our fingers without overextending into the shoulder. With the inhale breath, make your way back to warrior B. Exhale, bend through the knees and step right to the top of the mat and a shift through the hips. Okay, all the same onto the other side. Okay, now other side, all into the left. Bend through the knees, step the left foot back, turning on the ball of the foot. We have our lunge again, right knee pointing straight ahead. Inhale, arms coming up to shoulder height. Exhale, lunge forward. Inhale. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Inhale, extended side angle. And we hold that lunge. Exhale. Opening up through the fingers. Inhale, exalted warrior. And exhale, hold. Soften those shoulders again. Inhale, warrior B. Exhale, bend through the knees and step to the top of your mat. Shift through the hips. Yes, lots of lovely holds, movement through our class. Enjoying this journey. And here we are at the top of our mat. Now bend through the knees. We're gonna come into, let's make our way into a forward fold again, but a nice open leg forward fold. So bending through our knees, we step the right foot back, turning on the ball of the foot, and then turning on the heel of your left foot. Okay, so facing forward. They can turn your toes out here. With an inhale, take your arms overhead. And the exhale breath will have that nice dive forward. Bend through the knees is going to help us get our back down, closer to our thighs. Take your hands down. Now you may want to open up your legs more because then it's going to get your head closer to the floor. So you can just heel toe those legs out. Walk your hands so that they're in line with your feet. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold. The goal is to get the crown of the head down towards the ground. Let's try it. Elbows pointing towards the back. Coming out with the inhale breath, and we're stepping our hands forward. Exhale breath. Take your right hand onto the hip. Now it's probably going to be the opposite. I'm probably going to mess you up here, but you can do the same as me. And then inhale, hold. Exhale, let's twist towards that same side and take your hand away. And then again, your drishti could be a thumb. Exhale breath, make your way out of the twist. Okay, to our other side. Place your hand onto the hip, lengthen through your spine with your inhale. Exhale, twist to the other side. You can take your hand away and follow that thumb. Exhale breath, come out of the twist. Inhale, hold. Exhale, come up to halfway, and we have our hands back onto the hips. Inhale, coming all the way up. Now we're going to come into our back bend. And then exhale, come out, bend through the knees, and step to the top. Up the mat. Okay, shift through the hips. Okay, now our next pose, pyramid and warrior C. Bending through the knees and into pyramid pose. Sort of the step back is not as great. If you want to have all your toes pointing forward to help square the hips, of course, please do. Or you can have your back toes turn out to 45-degree angle. So take your hands, place them into your hips, pull your hips back. Left hip is pulling back. Okay, right hip is forward. So that's going to help square them. Take your hands behind, hold onto your hands or opposite elbows. With an inhale breath, come into our back bend. Draw your navel in. And then exhale, fold forward, coming down with a flat back. So don't worry about how far you come down. You find, oh, I'm rounding into my back, just come up. A little bit more. Now, what is your head doing? Now think about your neck, because of course your neck is part of your spine, that you do need it to be in that same alignment. We're keeping everything nice and straight. Drishti is at the left big toe. With your inhale breath, make your way back up. Come back into that back bend. And then exhale breath. We move into warrior C. We're going to be so strong here. So to help keep ourselves strong, it is having both of our legs straight. Flex your right foot as you lift your leg. That's going to help you. And then coming out, we're going to take that foot down and step to the top of the mat. Okay, how do we do? A little shift in the hips. Coming out of my hold, of course, my balance is not as good. So of course, what are we working with? It's, figuring that out for yourself. You can actually come off your mat too if you have a solid surface, like a nice hardwood floor. Of course, that's going to be just probably not. It's easier for you to balance on because it's the hard surface. Okay, other side. Bend through the knees, pyramid. So set the left foot back. And I didn't say before, but you can have your front knee bent. Pull the right hip back. Take your hands behind, hold into the hands or opposite elbows with an inhale breath. Come into your back and draw that navel in. And then exhale breath, hold. And drishtis at the right big toe. What is our head doing? Did you drop your head? Thinking of your neck alignment. With our inhale breath, make your way back up. We make our way to our back bend. And then exhale breath, warrior C. both legs straight. It is stronger. We pick our left foot, now toes down towards the ground. You can have your arms by the side of the body, or they could be forward, overhead. And then with your exhale, step and to the top of the mat. Well done. Okay, and now shift through our hips here. Let's loosen up our body. We're gonna go into Namaste one more time. So nice flowing movement. Just balance out our body. Your big toes can come together. You can do it on your own time or come with me. And exhale, dive forward. Inhale, happy. Exhale to plank. You can do a step or jump back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, breath. Bend through the knees. Walk, step, or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Okay. Let's release our arms by the side of the body. Back into Tadasana. Close your eyes. Now, from the last Tadasana to now, we are checking in to see how our physical body is doing. How's your mind? It's a nice point halfway through our class when we open up our eyes and release your shoulders. And then just maybe a little shift through the hips. Bending through the knees, now do a step or do a jump out with ankles, knees, and hips in line with each other. That shift through our hips. Into crescent moon, bending through your knees, stepping the right foot all the way back. Okay, nice big lunge here. And we're gonna come down to a low lunge. Okay, so from our high lunge, we're gonna make our way down to a low lunge. Bring your arms, hands down, intent your fingers. Drop your hips down here. So you can have your hands flat down towards the ground. Soften those hips, let them drop a little bit more. Now take your knee down and kickstand your back leg. So your shin is parallel to the back edge. Left knee still pointing straight ahead. Take your hands onto the right side here. Take your hands wider than your shoulders. With an inhale breath, exhale breath, fold. Crown of the head coming down towards ground. Inhale, breath coming out. Exhale, take your hands back, kickstand the leg back, low lunge, and then take that knee off the ground. Then just hold. Nice and strong. Push your right heel back and come up to a high lunge. Your arms can come overhead and drop the hips down here. Shoulders are soft. Turn your pinkies in into the back. If you would like to come with me with an inhale breath, we're going to step to the top of the mat with our arms overhead. And then exhale, take your arms down by the sides and then to your heart center and a shift through the hips. Let's do that on the other side. Bending through the knees, step the left foot back into your crescent lunge. Okay, so we have our high lunge here. Big step back. Drop those hips down. And low lunge, take your hands down. Hold, drop the hips down again. Take your knee down to the ground. Kickstand the back leg. Take your hands over to the left side, right knee pointing straight ahead, hands wider than your shoulders with the exhale breath. Fold, crown of the head making your way down. Inhale, breath, come out. Exhale, breath, take your hands forward and exhale the leg back. And then take that knee off of the ground, low lunge. Okay, come to a nice high lunge. Coming up so strong, push your heel back. Take your arms overhead, soften your shoulders. Now with our inhale breath, we're gonna do a step forward on your own time. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale, hands down. And a shift through our hips. Whew, beautiful. We are making our way down. You can come with me doing half of a vinyasa flow. So a vinyasa flow, half of a namaskara, if you like. So you can just do it on your own. I don't need to cue you. You can follow along. Walk, step, or jump to seated from downward facing dog. And we take our legs forward. Down very little. See me right here. Okay, remove the fleshy part from your sits bones, ankles, knees, hips, in line with each other, just like when we were in Tadasana. And with an inhale breath, arms overhead. Exhale breath, fold forward, and we're coming into Paschimottanasana. Now, when we come down, we can be looking at our big toes. We can have nose to the knee. Where would you like your hands to be? Inhale breath, make your way back up. Arms can come overhead. And the exhale breath, release your arms down to the side of the body. And take your right leg over top of the left. Take your left hand onto the outside of the knee. Take your right hand down. And you can tent your fingers here and sit up nice and tall. So drop. I shouldn't say drop. Bring your arm in to help support your back, if that may help you. Now, inhale breath. You can take your left arm up and exhale, take your elbow onto the outside of the right knee. And we twist, twist, twist towards the right side. Inhale breath, sit tall. Exhale, you can come into a little bit more of a twist, deeper twist, looking over your right shoulder. Energy shooting out through our left fingers. It's nice to fan our fingers opening up. Exhale breath coming out of the twist. And releasing. And we take, cross your left leg over. Okay, so you can have your right hand onto the outside where we have the elbow. Left hand coming down. Inhale, sitting up. Reach up to the sky, and then exhale breath, take your elbow to the outside, and when you twist, twist, twist towards the left. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, let the shoulders soften. Exhale breath, come out of the twist. We release the legs forward, and then just give them a shake, shake, shake out. Love twists. Taking the left leg forward, right leg is going to come behind. We're having our pelvic tilt right here, and then turning, 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 turning towards the left. Coming out of deer pose, out of the twist, release to our other side. And our right leg is going in front, left, behind. Okay. Just like before, pelvic tilt, and we're twisting now towards the right. Shoulders soften. Exhale breath, make your way out. Into butterfly pose, both feet, bottom of the feet coming together. Sit up nice and tall with an inhale breath. Exhale breath, fold up and over. Inhale breath, make your way back up. And then exhale breath, taking those legs in front. And there's something really nice, a little shake, shake, shake out here. Let's come towards our back. I shall move my screen so you can see me a little better here. So coming over to your back while I do this. You can take your knees in towards the chest. One knee. I am still here. I had to do a little cough too. The opportunity. Now, when we're in our cradle position here, maybe you want to do a massage. That's that rocking side to side. Maybe you want to go forward and backward. And then just let your body rest. Okay. Take one foot, other foot down to the ground into figure 4, crossing your right ankle over top of the left knee. Have your hands wrapping them around your left leg. And we hold. You can add a little change with having your left leg come up so it's straight. Take your foot back down. And then release your foot back down towards the ground. Okay, and cross your ankle. Now into the other side, left ankle crossing over the right knee. Wrap your hands around the right leg. We're going to hold. And straighten your right leg. Coming out, taking that right foot down and crossing. Right knee, left knee into the chest. We take our legs up and over to the right side. Arms in line with the shoulders. Turn your head the opposite way of your knees. Close your eyes. Your breath soften. Head coming back to the center. Legs coming back to the center. Now we take our legs up and over to the other side. Arms again in line with our shoulders like before, and then turn your head the Right, head the opposite way of the knees. And coming back to the center. And now our legs coming back to the center, and take your knees in and we soften. Bring your legs up and point and flex your feet. Point and flex. Push your heels up towards the sky. Push. Okay, open up your legs into a nice V. Take your legs back towards the center. Bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a squeeze again, like before. Turn your knees out to your armpits. Hold onto one ankle, the other, and now into happy baby. You can hold on to the outside edges of your feet too. Maybe a nice rock side to side, like we did when we had our knees into the chest. And then finding stillness. And we open up through our pelvis. Let our back soften. And take the knees back to the center. Take one foot, other foot down towards the ground. Take your right knee into the chest. Extend your left leg. Okay. We bring our leg up and over, right knee towards the left side. And then just gently press onto the outside. You can bring your right arm in line with your shoulder. Turn your head the opposite way. Head back to the center. Leg coming back to the center. Take your right foot down. Bend through the left knee and then take your left knee into the chest. Extend your right leg straight. Okay. Take your leg up and over to the right side. Left arm in line with the shoulder. Turn your head the opposite way for me. Head coming back to the center. Leg coming back to the center. Take your right knee into the chest. Okay, nice squeeze. Doing whatever other movement or maybe a pose that you would like to do yourself. And then when you're ready, Savasana. Now, Savasana, of course, could be on your back. If you wanted to place a blanket onto your body, of course, please do so. This is the time to turning on some nice music, turning the lights down. You can have your knees bent or both legs straight. You can take your right ankle out to the right corner, left ankle out to the left corner. You can turn your palms up towards the sky. You can take your arms away from you a little bit more. Closing our eyes. Let your lips part. Squeeze your glutes. And then let the pelvis soften a little bit more. Feel a softness all around. I will call you back when it is time. Starting. Come back. Are lying down on the ground. You may notice your breath. Start to do a little shift through the body, wiggling your toes or your fingers. Bend the right knee, left knee. Taking your right arm overhead, rolling it over to your right side to fetal. And making your way up to a comfortable position for yourself. Placing your hands to your heart center. Thank you very much for joining me, sharing your practice, moving through this yoga journey with me. Namaste.